I never thought I would be on the like I hate Matthew McConaughey train, but let me first of all be like the first passenger. I want to be the pioneer for this wave of like Matthew McConaughey is a fucking idiot because like now I don't know if you guys saw this, but there's a ton of mass shootings in America, so we'd have to even dial down to like which one it was. But I think it was the one where some like Latino kid goes in and like shoots up a school full of Latino children. Okay, but it wasn't like the first mass shooting. There had been like 5 other mass shootings that same week in America. But I don't know what it was about that particular one, but Matthew McConaughey gets up. Maybe it's because it's in his neighborhood. So it's in Uvalde, where I guess he lives. And so now he chooses to make a stand. It's just like the retardedness of some white men. Like this actually makes me mad. And then I saw Ann Coulter, who posted like, who is he arguing with? Psychopathic killers? Obviously, like no mothers, women, people who have an interest in protecting children. Nobody is sitting out here being like, yay, shoot up schools. But there's also reasons that people are shooting up schools. Like people have written manifestos. Like I thought it was like way interesting when the white supremacist kid goes into the black neighborhood and shoots up the grocery store with a white supremacist manifesto. Did we hear anything from Matthew McConaughey then? No, because Matthew McConaughey doesn't give a shit about black old ladies being shot up, even though they're in America too. So it's not mass shootings that he has a problem with. It's only like mass shootings in his particular neighborhood. And I think his wife is like Latinx. So now, right, when it hits his front door, all of a sudden, let's advocate for the issue. Now, I wouldn't have even written about this today, but I saw something on Good Morning America. Now he's decided to dedicate his life to end school violence. Now, schools are a microcosm of like the bigger society. So some people have tried to do these things where they've like separated people by social class and by race. Segregation in America, huge. You can read about it somewhere else. I'll have to make a longer video about this because there's just so much to say. Ugh. But let's keep going. I'll just reinsert another image. But okay, so in America, we've like tried to segregate people by like race and class and all these things. And there's this idea, and it is just an idea. I don't even think it's an idea. I think it's just a lie. The lie that all lives are meaningful, all lives matter. We're all children of God. Yeah, we're not. Like Travis Scott may be a child of a demon. Who knows? I don't know. Like, wasn't he the one singing about that? So if he wants to call himself a demon, who are you to call him a child of God? Anyway, but also like there's real reasons I think a lot of you guys don't understand what pop culture and especially like Hollywood has been doing to the rest of us. Like Hollywood and the whitewashing of Hollywood, it like as a black woman, and really go look at interviews from like any black actress, okay, like any black actress at all, they always say the same fucking thing where it's just like, oh yeah, like something has gone wrong. It was awful for us. There were no roles. Or look at the TV show Friends, right? Like Friends is a show about a whole bunch of white people in New York. Friends and Felicity came out around the same time. Friends had virtually no people of color in the whole show. Not as supporting actors. And this is in New York. New York is like the most diverse place on planet Earth. But it was all like that in Seinfeld, right? That should show you how segregated of a society we live in. Now, and then it was weird to see like Matthew McConaughey have this like uncomfortable conversations with a black man. This was in like 2022. This was not like 1956. Like, bro, where you live, you don't live around any black people at all. Like, if this is not just like a call to action that black people belong in black Africa for black people, I don't even know what is. It's so frustrating. Like, This is like, seriously, like there are going to be so many more mass shootings. I also saw one woman post like, oh, are mass shootings like the karmic retribution for American bullshit? I would say yes, because like the people who are doing the mass shootings are the same Americans that the country was built for. Like you never hear a story about like a black female mass shooter. In this case, it was like a lot, but the even the Latino kid who shot up the school, he didn't go shoot up some white school. He shot up his own community, right? It's intra-racial violence is the thing. So it's always like a white kid. Like remember in Nashville, it was like a white kid from that white school who he like went there, or the trans person shot up that particular school. It wasn't an outsider. They're rotting. The society is rotting from within. It's people's own communities that are turning against them. It isn't someone else. And I think that's the irony of it all. Like especially a lot of black women are actually not promoting integration because it doesn't work. A lot of black people, at least that I follow online, a lot of Africans, they're just promoting other African things to be like, we are proud to be black. And this in general is just, it's hilarious, because I think that, I think it's good. Maybe Matthew McConaughey doing some work and standing for something will help him really understand why these issues are stemming up in society. And so he will have to listen to other people who have been doing this work, okay? Because there are people who have been doing the work. It's just he hasn't given a shit, because now he has to be fearful for his life and the life of his children. And I think that's one thing that is so strange, because like black women have never had that luxury. Like we've always had to be hyper aware of ourselves and our enemies, because our lives are always in danger, right? It's like at all fronts, we are target number one. So the only way to survive is to be like hyper aware of yourself and the people who are actively trying to kill you. And it's just very ironic that now Matthew McConaughey feels that same pressure. But I just want to make it clear, I am not an ally. Like, obviously, I am not supportive of the cause. I would like to make more video analysis of how America is rotting from within and nobody can save it, because it's gone to hell. And it's about time.